Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the 404 challenge in Minecraft. This is a little intro just to say thank you for all the support so far. I know YouTube isn't as quick as TikTok, and that is just kind of that. But we are going to persevere and we're going to continue to make content. Currently, I'm focusing on YouTube because TikTok and short form is a lot harder for me to do at the moment because I'm trying to complete games before providing small shorts about the games. So yeah, just stick around. Currently, I'm also recording Grounded 2 second episode or second part. So stick around and hopefully see that soon. Like and subscribe just to stay up to date with absolutely everything. Anyway, without further ado, I shall see you all very, very soon. And right, so we're back in the cave, back in the nice open 404 challenge. The first thing I'm going to do is start by farming. I need to build up my hearts. I'm currently on 4 hit points, which isn't optimal to go exploring, so I'm going to speed up the next little bit because I am farming, and as you can see, I have to sort my inventory button pretty much every time I boot the game. But anyway, I shall catch you all very, very shortly. Right, so we have officially farmed for far too long for me to, remain entertained. So I've decided it's time to go get some iron because my iron pickaxe broke and I've been desperately needing overall more iron. So this is what I'm going to do for the next couple minutes, just explore, expand, find the rest of the cave and get some iron hopefully. Okay, so cutting forward, I found myself a little bit of iron, a little bit of gold and a lava pool. The zombie did want me dead, but, bit of iron, can't complain, just kill the zombie and get mining. Right, so after that short mining trip to get some ores, I've decided to go back to the base, block up a cover so that I don't die by any mobs. I did it nice and smartly so that it wasn't too easy for the mobs to get past it. So my first instinct, bone meal. Getting some bones while I was out was really good. I knew that I could use bone meal to get some fully grown crops. I tried to use it on the crops that were going to grow slowest, because in 1.3 using bone meal instantly makes it so that crops fully grow. I also found out at this point that walking on crops was the way that they could sometimes, like even tilled land can sometimes untill itself due to the fact that you've stood on it, so I tried to avoid it. However, first piece of bread from the cave, perfectly produced from the cave, must I say. No issues whatsoever. So after a bit of smelting time and a little bit of AFK time to help the crops grow, I decided to harvest my iron from the furnace and create some iron tools. The first on the regime was an iron pickaxe, because you can't miss a pickaxe, and next was an absolute weapon, must I say, a iron sword, as mine was on really low durability, so I thought best to plan ahead so that if I'm out exploring and it breaks, I'm not close to a halt, or so I don't have to run home. So after a bit of time just farming and spent getting more resources from the base itself, I decided that it would be perfect time to start placing some half slabs on top of the water so that I have a clear path over. This prevented me from ruining any crops that were growing and treading on any tilled land. So here I'm feeling a bit ballsy after the fact that I've had one piece of bread, so I decided it was time to go adventure. When it gets darker, I'll turn up the gamma for you so you can all see a lot better. I had to lean into my monitor and close my blind as I was doing this because, Christ, it was dark. So, as I was returning home, a skeleton decided to guard my door, and to be honest, my HP wasn't high enough to deal with this. So, I placed a block, jumped over the gap, and got straight into a safe room and waited for the skeleton to go away. It was now time to block up the path that I had left and renovate. Following the renovations, I decided to put some sand to some good use. Using a furnace, I would make some glass and then use some glass pillars in front of lava to make a really safe light source. I was going to use this because I wanted to put a farm in this main room. I also wanted to do this as it would make the main room look nice and pretty, which, I'll be honest, I would much rather have, considering it's the first thing I'm going to have to look at when I re-enter the base. So, more renovations done, I've got some dirt on the ground, and I've managed to get the pillars installed. That's the vision, glass pillars, easy light source, nice and open, makes it so that it's safe for me to harvest the crops. I have to not worry about dying to any sort of fire damage or lava. Just a safety precaution to take in this big, scary challenge. Now I'm placing the final piece of glass, and there it is, the farmland has been completed in this small front room section. I've halved this next room, which used to be the farm, as I decided that the designer would be futurely going with to be 100 times better. So after a little bit of time, I've renovated slightly more, made the room slightly bigger, just to be more to my liking. Now I believe it's an ample time to talk about what I want to do in the future with this channel and content creation as a whole. I've decided that content creation isn't something that I genuinely need to pursue, which was the plan from the start. I didn't want to pursue this as like a big thing, you know, I didn't want this to be my job. I've always aspired to be, you know, a footballer or something other than that. I have spent a lot of my time recently practicing for football, as I'm planning to go semi-professional if absolutely possible. It's the strive that I've got, and I just hope that I can push through. I will be continuing to make content, but it will be at a slower pace than it initially was when I started the channel, simply due to the fact that I'm no longer putting in all my effort onto the YouTube and onto the TikToks. It's also because gaming should be fun, and making it a job isn't really what you want to do. If gaming becomes a thing that takes up a load of time and wastes a load of your day, and it just feels like something that you don't want to do anymore, what's the point in doing it? Content creation is all about showing the fun that you're having to the other people around the world, just for their entertainment as well. I hope you guys respect and understand my decision, and it doesn't mean that I won't be, you know, fully here for you, because I will. I absolutely love doing this as a hobby. Thank you very much for listening to my little rant. Anyway, we'll get back on with the video. Right, onto the best part of this challenge, cave exploration. I'm going to turn the camera up for you again so you can clearly see, but I'm pretty sure I wussed out pretty quick on this exploration section. So, after getting what I would like to refer to as party had, yes, party had, not an inappropriate word, I decided to go home and just cower from, you know, the several skeletons that wanted me to be unalived. Not cool, guys, not cool at all. So guys, I would like to show you the final design for the farm. As you can see, there's indents in the wall. I've got the farm, a secret door over there which will lead to a tree farm. And this old farm room is going to be repurposed shortly, as previously mentioned. As you can see, the new farm is significantly better than the old one, and it also means that I don't have to trample on crops anymore, which is so cool. I am so grateful for that. Okay, it is now. Drumroll, please. I'll let you do that. But it's cave exploration time. Who doesn't love a good bit of cave exploration? If you don't, you suck. Get out. In fact, don't get out, because I have some prompts for you later, like liking and subscribing, which you should, you know, already have done, of course. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the cave exploration, and this time I've attempted to use some sort of light, but it does keep going dark, so you're on your own on this one. And here we are, home sweet home. Let's clean up this zombie and get inside. God, it's been like 3 minutes. I don't know how I've survived. I'm going to instantly block up the passage that I used to leave just because I can, as long as the cave is open, leave. And that's what I was trying to avoid doing, man. I'll get used to it, I'll get used to it. It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault, I promise. So, I'm going to use some of the bones that I got while I was away to create some bone meal, and finally finish with this room when it comes to the crops. Thank God for that. You'll also, in a moment, see me with the most amount of food I have had yet, and all my days did it feel good to look at in the inventory. Oh yeah, crafting table time. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7. 7 pieces of bread. I had 7 pieces of bread. I'll let you guess how long that lasted for. Put how long you think that lasted for in the comments, please, because I'm going to tell you it wasn't very long. Okay, so about 5 minutes later, I have finished this room. Now I want you guys to go into the comment section and put what you think it should be down in the comments, because look at it, it's got a decent size to it. Decoration on the wall's already done, so don't go mad. However, it could be used. You know, go into the comment section, let me know exactly what you guys think it should be down there, because I'm absolutely curious to hear what you guys have to say. And yes, I was marveling at my own creation. Give me a minute, give me a break, let me have my happy time. Now guys, if you can't tell by where I'm going, it is cave exploration times. I know, hang on to your seats and, you know, plug your seatbelts in. I don't care whether you're in the car or not, it's cave exploration time. And, you know, stupid, I fell into a hole with a zombie. But cave exploration time, you know what I mean? Happy times. Yeah, these skeletons really annoyed me. And you know the worst bit, I didn't even manage to kill them. They're probably still sat down there right now, and I'm doing this voiceover like a day after, maybe 2 days after, they'd still be sat down there right now. So, like any other problem, you put something over it and you ignore it for the rest of time, because, yeah, they were dealing far too much damage. say
you.
thank you
Yeah,
for all the support
you.
so far. I know
Guess what
YouTube
time it
isn't
is?
as quick as
It's
TikTok,
going to be
and
one of
that
the
is just kind
coolest
of that.
times ever.
But
Yeah, this is
we
a
are going
stolen
to
recording
persevere,
from the start of
and
the
we're going to
video,
continue
just
to make
muted with a
content.
different
Currently, I'm
voiceover, but who
focusing on
cares?
YouTube because
What you're about to
TikTok and
see
short
may
form is a
blow
lot
your
harder for me to
socks
do at the
off.
moment because I'm trying to complete games
It blew
before
mine off.
providing small shorts
Okay,
about
I'll let you
games.
get to it now. So I saw a zombie, and I thought, oh. And then I looked up. It is exactly what you think it is. Diamonds! Yeah, I had to go away from the microphone to shout that. It wasn't a very happy shout, but in the moment I was so ecstatic that I even went into F1 mode to show it off. Oh yeah, Beta 1.3 had F1 mode, and best believe I was going to use it. Also, pretty neat lava pool. That would be a sick place to set up my base if I didn't already have one. But yeah, diamonds, we're making progress. Only 2 more to go, and then I can craft myself a diamond pickaxe, which will give us access to the nether. The nether. So, returning to the base after that amazing mining trip, and I actually couldn't have been happier with it. A creeper did blow up behind me, and I weirdly didn't hear it until I heard the afterwards. Really bizarre. Also, that sound effect was on point. I don't care what you guys say, that was the best sound effect ever. So I used some bone meal from the mining adventure to grow the shortest crops, to put me ahead, give me some food, so I'm nice and prepared, but overall, I would like to think that I have been really successful so far today. Because this time last episode, I was cowering in a corner with 2 HP. Now look at me go. Now look at me go. I've got bread for days. So I've organised my chest, and I decided that it was probably time to craft not only some more bread, but building suspense and stuff. Hang on, it's getting there. Nearly there, nearly there. Really close, there we go. I decided that it was time to craft a second set of iron armor, because in this version of Minecraft, iron armor breaks far too easily, and until I have diamond armor, I'm really gonna need spare. So I think it's time for the end of episode base tour. We've got the farm with the tree farm door. We've got the old crop room, which I want as many suggestions as possible about it. Please put them in the comments. And you already know the generator room anyway. So good friends, it's time to say goodbye for another episode. I shall see you all in the next. Have a great day.